Hello guys, I hope all is well. I'm just going to do a video about what's happened so far this week. Was supposed to do a video on Wednesday, but Wednesday I had some family things that I need to sort out, so apologies about that. I'm just gonna go through a couple trades from this week. So first of all, um, FTSE. We came off on the week and we died. I was looking for a trade within here to take it back up into here or around here, but you can see we pretty much opened at the beginning of the week, Friday, Sunday evening, Monday, and we just dumped. So for me, what I'm waiting for now is we've had a clear break of structure. This is our low, lower high. Lower, lower. I would say this is our structure, but for me, I'm classing that as intermediate structure as a liquidity point. So what I would really like to see now is price come up and then actually start heading back down because you can see on the daily, we have been super, super, super bullish. So any kind of moves back down into around 8,350 is going to be where I want to be looking for price to come into. So far at the beginning of the week, I had a couple trades. I had this one. We had all of this zone in here. This low got ran. And I said, okay, cool. If long as this wick doesn't get taken out, I will look to potentially come off that. So we had this whole zone in here. And going in from London Open, you can see we had a nice target here for a 2R, 2.4R. That was really clean. Price then came back down, and then we were stumbling and humbling and not doing that much. And I was again looking for a long. Again, back up to around these points. I've only got my target just around the 50% mark, because that's just an area which potentially price could react from. So again, looking at what happened here, I was looking for our Asia session low to get run. You can see this is our Asia low. Going into London, you can see we kept this high intact. We kind of came up, came up, came up, and going into London this morning, we then dumped. So where are we? 8 a.m. We came down, took out this Asia low. Nothing in here was taken, which has given me the anticipation that price could push and kick higher. We created this kind of strong volume thing, and you can see our last down candle, we swept this liquidity in here, and then we started to push. So as soon as we started bringing out this buy volume, this is then when I got the entry. So now I'm just looking for price to continue running higher. We have a big imbalance here on the 50-minute, which price could definitely come into. 5 minute, nothing too much. On the 1 minute though, again, we do have this fair value gap and we do have this zone down here. So do want to see if price goes into that. If we don't, that's fine. If we run, amazing, that's even better. So that's UK 100. Overall though, I'm looking for the big play. You can see VWAP, my volume weighted average. I'm looking for price to come back into here, and you can see we have a super, super clean 4 hour fair value gap here. So I'm just waiting for price to dump. So now what the game plan is all of this liquidity we're generating here, if we can have like that run up and then we just sweep it out. So that's the play. USD JPY. Um, we had another clean move on this. Obviously, price is bearish. We had came into a monthly fair value gap. Weekly, again, you can see we can even refine this a bit more. And we almost came into it or filled it completely, but from my perspective, we did. And you can see weekly basically came into the 15. Next week we opened and then we took that low. So As you can see, coming into this zone, all we were doing is sweeping liquidity, sweeping liquidity, sweeping liquidity until we then had a shift of this here. And then as soon as we had that pull down, we had that break, raid of liquidity in here. London session, we came down and then we broke. So for me, use a fib, looking for the high and the low. You can see my fib levels were lining up with this zone. It was actually a 30-minute zone that I was looking for, which is here. And literally just simple as place order, sit and wait. And my target was this 4 hourly zone in here. So price came up, boom, hit it, really, really nice. Now, yes, we are bearish, but I do think price could maybe run up to the 1500 one more time. And again, you can see on the hourly price then came, we created this demand zone, really clean, price came up. We came down, came super close to it yesterday, came down. In the evening, we then tested it and then we continued. So now I do want to see if price is going to maybe run up into this 500. Wait a sec. 150 flat. That'd be really nice just for continuations. And if we do have that continuation, then a potential hold on liquidity. If we get equal highs, price come up, we then come back down, and then we have that push move to the upside. So that is what I'm looking for on this. UK 100, already spoke about this one. What's price doing at the moment? We're pushing higher, fine. And the last one is pound Swiss. Pound Swiss, we are slowly coming up into this high in here, and I am looking for psych level again, 1.100 to get met. Now we had, excuse me, a I was looking for a buy in and off a 30-minute, was it? Yeah, off this 30-minute zone, and you can see price failed it. That's fine. We dumped Asia, took out that London low, and then from Asia we then came up and then we broke structure. So it is literally just as simple as waiting for price to come back down into this zone. And if you can see, again, my VWAP is looking really, really nice, clean to this zone. And I was just looking to take 50% of this because you can see soon as 8:30 London opened, we just dumped. We didn't, this is all Asia session. We didn't raid any highs. We didn't do anything like that. So I was just waiting to see if price was going to come back down and give us that fill. So again, what have we got? If we look here, my entry model, I've got liquidity sweep, boom, liquidity sweep, that's the one. Market structure shift or displacement, market structure shift, and our displacement. Order block, fair value gap. This is our order block, and this is our fair value gap. OTE, OTE is literally basically just a fib from our high to our low. You can see really, really nice that lines up. And my target 1 and target 2 is lining up with our fib. And then if we then go and play that, we have our test. And then price does eventually come up and hit target. Oops. Here. So two really, really nice, or three really, really nice trades for this week. Just super clean and simple entry model liquidity sweep, market structure shift displacement, order block or fair value gap, OTE, literally a fib, and place your order and away you go. So that is literally it just for this week. If you guys got any questions, please let me know. Feel free to fire away and I'll help everyone as much as I can. I will just be looking for next week. Obviously, a lot of things have been dumping so far. The indices have literally been dying. Gold has made a new all-time high, so 3,000. That is definitely going to be on the cards for today, I assume, or maybe next week. Where are we up here? So we've got a little bit of time left. Gold I was looking for a run of this, which is what we got. Now, I was actually looking for price to come back into this, but you can see we didn't, and we did just sweep this low. So any form of like pullback to then go long is what I'm going to be looking for. Potentially gonna have to take this whole zone anywhere into here to take this back up to 3,000. If we mark out our fib, 3,000, where are we? 3,000 up here. 3,000 is literally definitely on the cards in my opinion. So we can take this high, have our pullback, OT1, and then you can see we are coming up in and around this zone, and our fibs are lining up. So you could even have a swing position on this. Stops just below this low, all the way up, even into 3,000, and sit and hold that. That'd be a 1 to 4. That looks really clean. We had our all-time highs, which are here. So all-time highs, in my opinion, whoops, will definitely get taken. When and where, I'm not too sure. But that is looking really, really clean for an overall buy position on gold. So yeah, if you guys got any questions, please let me know. Feel free to fire away and I will help everyone as much as I can. All right, guys. Bye bye.